Good morning or good afternoon, YouTubers. Just a little update on the garden. We are, guess what, waiting for rain again. But these beds are the ones that we rotivated with the Honda FG500, and then we sieved the soil. If you look in the previous videos, you'll see the soil getting sieved, and then we put down some lovely bark chippings, not wood chip but actual bark chip, which is the good quality long lasting stuff. We planted these at the back. They are now starting to top over the fence, which they're doing their job of covering these. Well, eventually they will get up to the windows. So they're growing nicely. Got a couple of ceanophyses we've put in there, a couple of other bits and pieces. Everything's had a trim back and tidy. And around the pond we have built a pagoda, but a pagoda with a roof. So it's not the rubbish corrugated stuff, it's the flat, two-skinned roofing system. I don't know what it's called, but it's the good stuff. It's not cheap. The pond's had quite a bit of work done to it by some pond service people. You can actually see the fish now. So they're actually doing really well. They're really happy. You can actually, you know, it's got to be cleaned out again, but if you remember maybe in previous videos you wouldn't have even been able to see the fish, so they're having a whale of a time. Someone's fitted a new filtration system, and yeah, basically we've fitted this over the top. Yeah, so all these trees, let's have a look, you can get back. Yeah, this big tree here, yeah, which is a bit of a nuisance, has been dropping all the rubbish into the pond. Yeah. Now, this pagoda over this pond comes with a added feature. And this added feature is the pond covering. So what we've done, with very funny shaped pond we've got here, obviously to keep the herrings out, keep the fish safe. We have knocked up this cover framing out of a pressure treated 2x2. It's been on every joint, it's actually had two nice long screws in there, as you can see. There's some funny old shapes going on around it, but we've covered as much as possible. And I don't know if you can see the actual netting. Yep, you can sort of see the netting through the crazy paving. It's all been netted. It's all been treated with the decking oil so it doesn't turn grey and start weathering. We have, which is quite unusual for us, we've put it up on these pulleys, and we've got a double pulley up there, so we've got two going in there, one going in the back, one going in the front, which then goes to the next pulley over there, which sends it over to that pulley, which sends it down to the wench out, and the same the other side. Now we are going to actually have to change all of this, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not really an expert in pulleys and things like that, but it transpires that everything that we've got over here, we're going to have to transfer there, and we're going to have one long cable going over to the pulley there, because there's been a little bit of a tilting system, because on the actual pulley when it starts winding, sometimes it can go up and it's not completely straight. So that will be something we'll come back with and play with another time. But the actual covering and the framing and everything, that's all sort of been done. Makes a nice added feature. Yeah, and it's all on the pulley. So we'll have easy maintenance. You can just sort of just stop it wherever you like, yeah, or you can go up to the top. That's the roofing system in it, which is quite nice because it stops all that rubbish going in there. And then basically that winds up. That winds up. That's it, and we're roughly there. And then, yeah, if you're having guests round and you know you want to sort of make the most of the pond, but you don't want a net and framing over it, and it can sort of ruin the look of the pond itself. But functionality, you know, you can have it up, down, servicing, things like that. Herrings, they love, you know, getting in there and getting the fish. Yeah, so it's been a nice little project, unusual for us, let's say. All the sort of horns of the shape then for the customer's specification with the jigsaw. You've got pressure treated 4x4s, all the rafters and everything for 6x2s. It's all been covered in decking oil. The posts are going down 2 foot in the ground, so they're sturdy, they're not going anywhere in a hurry. Round the back here we've actually moved a few of these great big stones because they were just dotted around everywhere, and obviously with the customer you know, coming around and you know, winding and actually using this area, we've actually had to remove them for safety. And yeah, that is about it. And there is, look, there's the roof doing its job, catching all the soot off that tree, massive tree. So that's doing its job nicely. I think we'll give that a little blow before we go today. But yeah, that's doing its job just nicely. And yeah, nice little project. And the garden is really starting to come along. We do need it to rain, get some water on this, turn it beautiful and green. But it's had a good general tidy. The bird box, or the bird house, I don't know exactly what you call them, but that's had a new roof on it, and we've had some new sides with some new roofs on it. It's all been repainted, and that's had a little bit of work, so it's all ready for the birds. And that, folks, is about it. been a nice project. It's always good to do something unusual. As I say, with the pulley system, that's going to have to be played around with a bit, so it's working absolutely perfect. And we will I should say, we're going to get some lights in this, because of a night time I can just imagine it lit up over the pond. Not too bright for the fish, but just nicely lit, you know, just so, you know, it just brings the garden sort of, you know, brings the garden alive of a night time, just with some gentle lighting. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and yeah, look forward to uploading our new videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.